Big girl here. Once again, we're at the limits of trying to make a decision. Who's bad, who's good, and who's ugly, and where they going and where people been. And how do you get there and how you roll to the next level. And how do you finish your act if you don't have an act before that act? Well, I'll say it like this. I always say what I don't understand or what I don't like, I ignore. And there's a whole lot of people in the world do the same thing. What they don't understand, what they don't like, they ignore. They don't feed back to you. And then there's another thing. Children, the briefing of everything else we live about and believe in. But guess what? Some children are wise. Some think the same way we do. Because maybe, just maybe slightly, they were here before we were. Or if you say reincarnation. You can make 1,000 children, and you can believe every one of them will be different. You may think you the parents, you may think they're going to go your way, you may think that I mold them in my way. No, you didn't. They're individuals. They come and go in their own way as they please. Sometimes it even makes a funny thing to think that, wow, where did I go wrong? Well, where'd you go right? That's a good question. Where did you go right? You can never be too happy or you can never be too glad. As long as you be in between, you're doing fine. The bottom line, what we live and what we do and what we think we do is a whole different outfit. Children are our future, and whether they believe it or not, they're going to grow up. They're going to get big, and they're going to remember a whole lot of stuff that you think they forgot or they don't remember. You think that you're the only one that got a strong memories of when was my last birthday? Or when was the last anniversary? Or when did you send me anything? Or did you ever send me anything? You think you the only one? Laughter goes a long ways when you think that you the only one. That's twofold. You can never be too sure of the twofold. Children are the ones that really checking you out, whether you think you're checking them out. You think you're molding them. And all of a sudden they get a certain age and the mold becomes fold. No longer you can tell them what to do. No longer you can tell them who to go with. No longer you can tell them where to go. And all of a sudden they get a job. And they move 1,000 places. And you have the inkling where they move to. Or the boyfriend, or the girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever they're making. You feel sloth. In other words, you feel slighted. Nothing wrong with being slighted because guess what? You were never meant to be holy roly. Well, there's some people believe they're meant to be holy roly. There's a lot of people that think that the stick of God and everything else that stands before them outlines everything that you ever learned. But you ever thought about if you following a religion, whatever religion, that they telling you what to do all the time? Never thought about it, have you? The Wednesday night service, the Sunday night service, they going on a mission trip where the missionaries don't want you. You go to them screw up things. Never thought about it, huh? Or saying what you're going to do, but then things you can't do. Wow, sound like a game to me. Sound like somebody's getting together and saying, "Let's go have a cookout." Okay, you say, "Let's go have a cookout." You go with your friends, you go with your family, and you know who's going to show up: the good, the bad, and ugly. The good and bad ugly is the one who surfaced because they're the one at this time balancing on a balancing beam. They're the time to set things balancing. And you have the faintest idea what I'm talking about. Well, you think about it later on. When you look around and you see the people that you once knew, gone, not coming back, unless you see them in another world. Or people you saw before, gone, not coming back. I call it balancing. We all have our IOE in our family. IOE. What the world is an IOE? Well, what does it mean in layman terms that there's a sorry cat in your family and there's a sorry cat in somebody else's family. And sometimes the two sorry people get together, they become sorrier. But we all have them. We have everything that everybody's have. in everybody's life, they believe, oh, I didn't know that person. I didn't know that kinfolk. You knew him. You prefer to not know him. You prefer not to be around him. And sometimes that's a good thing. If you find a person that you can't be around, then why be around him? If you find somebody you like and you don't like, why attend something that you want to have nothing to do with? Spiritual thing, the right thing, said, hey, I got nothing to say. I say nothing at all. It's good to know somebody who don't know when somebody do know. Because then you got problems and troubles. All the friends, you think about it. I want you to sit back and think about all the friends and all the family that you know. Who do you go and say hello to? Who do you write? Who do you call on the phone? Who do you talk to daily? Especially if you're not married, you know. But if you're married and you got a good relationship, then that's a number one good thing too. But all your other outsiders, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, whatever, all your favorite. Do you have one? Everybody got one. Sit there and lie to me right now and tell me you don't have. Everybody got one. But who are you close by? And who's your best friend? Do you know? Everybody got one of them too. We sit back and say, we don't have a best friend. Yes, you do. If you have someone that you like to be around and can make you happy, make you joyful, relationship, what I mean, not to have to go, have nothing to do with going to bed, but you just funny, you just so giddy when you around a person, that's a good friend. That's a good family member. That's a good cousin. That's a good uncle. It's like a dog. A dog knows his enemies. And you do too. We, as a party of a family of members of people, have so much headaches that we don't even know how to get rid of. We have so many conflicts we don't know how to get rid of. You know how you get rid of them? Forgiveness. Forgiveness 9 times out of 10 will take care of that sorrow. It will take care of the pain. It will take care of anything that you can't handle. You say, well, I get it to my God. Well, give it to him. Give it to somebody that you can't handle, because apparently if it ain't been solved, then nobody's handling it. And I don't give a damn what religion you're in. If it ain't been solved, ain't nobody handling it. So therefore, you need to handle it. Segregation. It's almost like the last thing of anything. You segregate something, you segregate a whole lot of things. You just don't know how many people that you just put on the outside of your room or outside of your carriage that you're not going to ever be able to talk to, because something happened and no one knew what to do about it. No one was old enough or man enough or woman enough to take the blame. Yeah, the blame game. Because everybody can blame. We have all members, and every family have a person that can be a blame ganger, ginger. Yeah, we all got them. They say, oh, I didn't know. Did you ever ask? I don't understand. Did you ever ask? That's what the phone's about. That's what forgiveness is about. And if you write writing about. But if you never took time to forgive, you're not gonna know. Just that simple. You're dumb as the rocks on the hill bound. You're not gonna know. We sit up here and wait on the president and talk about why. They ain't bothering you. Then you talking about it. You see that's all the problem. We got a habit of talking about people we know nothing of. What good does it do you? No, it doesn't do you any good. You talking about somebody that don't even care about you, don't know nothing about you, and you sitting there talking about, well, so and so. So what? About a bunch of news reporters. So what? They doing something you ain't doing. They reporting. Athletes, they doing something you're not doing. They doing something you can't do. Because if you could do anything, you'd be doing it. But no, we got to talk about it. Where the news channel was wrong. Oh, where the president was wrong. Where the vice president was wrong. Oh, the basketball player. Oh, the football player wrong. If they were doing all that wrong, why are you watching them? Well, J-Lo's wrong. Beyonce wrong. Why are you watching them? They're entertainments. They get paid to do what they do. You get paid to do what you do. Nothing if you're doing nothing but talking crap. That's crap on top of crap. So what we need to do is learn to figure out how to stop talking crap and help people. Like the old good book said, wipe the dirt from under your floor, wipe it from under your eyes, out of your mouth, and anywhere else. Because if you're talking crap and it's not going nowhere, it's going back to you. It fell right back on you. When you said, whatever you said, if it didn't go nowhere, it went back on you. If the other thing, I want you to put your hands together and throw yourself around if you could, but you can't do that. So here's what you do. If you're in a relationship and it's only one four-way going to you, on what I mean by that, only he's giving you not, you need to get out. If you had a job and the job's working you like a dog in the slop, you don't like it, you need to get out. You need to find something that will benefit you, that will help you understand how a relationship goes, understand how the fight goes, understand how violence goes, understand how everything surrounds fighting, not getting along, frustration goes. And if you don't take time to do those things, you'll never have time to relax. Relaxing is a modified guarantee for you if you want it. You say, well, how do I get it? Take it. If you have to take a day off your job, take it. The average y'all take days off, and you call it sick call. Well, you still taking a day off. That means I put the work on somebody else. So, hey, if you feel like you on a mold pall and you can't handle that day, take the day off. You'll be back there tomorrow because somebody got to do the work. Shoot, sometimes people take weeks off. You got to be good for that. But I'm saying sometimes you need to sit back and relax. Sit back and take a tune on where you're going. Sit back and realize that my kids are not going to be me. See, people have a problem with that. Well, I want my kids just like me. Not happening. George Foreman had 4 kids named the same thing, George. And I ain't seen them box. So go from there. You may have the opportunity to say, well, I want my kids to do it. They may, and one may follow your footsteps. But the other two say, wait a minute, I got a mind of my own. And I'm going to do what I want to do. You know, you getting mad at them. You sit back and think about, well, how many times you sit back and say to yourself, how many times that you got over on your parents? And I guarantee you, a lot of you figured out a lot. And then a lot of you may understand that they knew it all the time. They want to see how far you were going. So once again, we call it balance. You balance things out. If you're falling from the sky, you're on earth. Or you're in the water, it don't matter. It is a minimum how much you can stay in the water. It's a minimum how long you stay on the earth. Yeah. You say, well, how is that? If you go in the water, you stay there too long. If you're in a fish, you'll drown. If you go in the desert and you walk in the water, you burn up. You burn and go into cisterns. See? You be no longer. So either way, you have to think, what can I do for myself to calm myself down? What can I do to maintain my relationship? That's the key thing, see? Relationships. If you can't maintain your relationship with your kinsman, then how in the hell, like I said, how in the hell are you going to have a relationship with somebody else? The person that knew you for 20 years, you was going to tell me the person that knew you 20 years, and you met a person that knew you a year, they know you already. Caca, bull, you know where the rest of it goes. Because like I said, it doesn't happen that way. Unless that person been reincarnated, that person knows nothing about you, but somebody else does. And the one who knows about you, you might want to give them a second hand and send them apologies. I'm sorry. You know, like I said, it's hard for a man to say he's sorry. But if he's not saying he's sorry, then he's sorry. He's sorrier. Okay? Now, it takes a strong person to understand those languages. And one day, you'll understand why you need to get along with your siblings. They only give you a few of them. Some people have a lot, but they're still separated. I don't care if you had 29, somebody does not get along with the other person. And that's okay. Leave it alone, let it lie, let dead men fly. But for everybody else that you know, you try to get an understanding, that's what you need to do, get an understanding. And that way you won't get a false prophet like, well, I try to call her, I try to call him, I try to get along with him, I try to get along with her. No, you didn't try. You made a statement and you made a starter, but you never tried. Once the old people the same way. If you hadn't touched them in 40 years, you know you're trying to touch them now because they done got stubborn, they done got forgetful, hateful, maple, and then what kind of language you throw in there, they forgot it. And guess what? Be aware that they still know what they're talking about. And they hadn't forgotten nothing, but they want you to think that they forgot. Be aware. So, with the good liberty, with the good choices, the good adioses. Once again, a happy new year. The new year is gone. January is around, and everybody's throwing them gifts up what they think they want for Christmas next year. Because the New Year resolution left a couple of days ago. That was January the 4th, see? Wasn't January the 12th or anything else. So now you're on a new resolution, trying to be illusionary, getting carried away. That's what's happening. Because you're not going to, if you didn't do it last year, you're not going to do it this year. Because it's a shame if it takes an individual to come tell you, get off the couch. If it takes an individual to tell you, go get a job, then you were in the same spot you was in before, nowhere. All right? So with all that mosity and hosity and grossity going on, my language to you is cheers so long, vida sin, adios, hasta luego, amigo, sachero, can pedal marchano, baby like vi, hi. We'll meet again, but that time, think about who you are, where you're going, what you're trying to do, and who you're trying to satisfy. Because at the end of the day, you want to satisfy yourself. At the end of the day, you're satisfying yourself. And no one else gives a damn if you called them or wrote them or yelled at them. Because guess what? They can do the same thing.